The secret weapon of teaching, Competency 006, establishing a productive learning environment. Hey, future educators, welcome back. Today we're tackling Competency 006, which is all about establishing a productive learning environment. Now, if you look at the official manual, this competency looks massive, but it really boils down to two key verbs you must know for the test day. Understand and manage. You need to understand the strategies for an organized room, and you need to actually manage student behavior. But before we dive into the nitty gritty, let me tell you a quick story from that I know that will change how you look at teaching forever. Imagine two teachers. Teacher A is absolutely brilliant, creative, hilarious. The kids adore her. But her room is pure chaos. She can never find her papers. Transitions take 15 minutes and nobody knows the rules. Then there's teacher B. She's less flashy. Her lessons are standard, but her room runs like a Swiss watch. Everything has a place. Students know exactly what to do, and the routines are seamless. Who do you think actually gets better results? I need you to remember this. Organization beats brilliance. Teacher B is the answer every single time. The moral of the story and a major mindset for this test is that organization beats brilliance. You can have the most magical lesson plan in the world. But if your classroom management is a disaster, no learning is happening. Let's break down how to build that bulletproof, organized classroom so you can ace this section of your exam. The ultimate week blueprint. Rule number one, start on day one. When do you start teaching routines and procedures? Is it the second week after Labor Day? No, you do it on day one. Morning, first hour. Students actually hate wondering what comes next. It causes anxiety. Clear, routine, reduce the stress. But here is the trap a lot of new teachers fall into on the test. Instead of just handing out a list of rules, do this. Model how to follow each procedure. Instead of pointing to a poster on the wall, do this. Practice the routine with them. Instead of assuming they already know how to act, do this. Check for understanding. You have to teach procedures just how, like you teach math and reading. Now, how you teach this depends on the age because your expectations must be developmentally appropriate. The exam loves to test you on setting students up for success, not failure. If your expectations are too high for their age, they will fail. And according to the exam, that is your fault, not theirs. You have to teach procedures just like you teach math or reading. Oh, I already said all this. So, we have kindergarten. Independence means putting their backpack away by themselves, as you see on the picture. Third grade looks like this, organizing their materials and following multi-step directions. And look at the picture for middle school. Developmentally appropriate looks like this, managing time and working in groups independently. High school, think about self-monitoring behavior and using conflict resolution. Keep it realistic. Don't expect a 5-year-old to self regulate like a 15-year-old. The enemy of teaching, lost time. Managing the hidden time wasters. The sad reality is that one thing teachers always need but never get is more time. Every day, your instructional time is hunted down by three major villains. Transitions, housekeeping, that means attendance and lunch counts and stuff like that, and materials management. And what about other adults in the room? Volunteers and paraprofessionals can intimidate new teachers. Here's a good hack for volunteers. It's called the Help Me folder. Place a folder labeled Help Me right by the door. When a parent volunteer walks in, they don't interrupt your teaching to ask what to do. They check folder, find their task, and get to work. Bonus tip for the teacher. Paraprofessionals are different because they are paid school staff. You need to have a conversation first to explicitly discuss goals and roles before they start helping. Group work and behavior management. Let's talk about collab. Newsflash. Kids do not come to school knowing how to work in groups. You have to teach them the not nonsenses of the academic environment, the unwritten rule of how to function. True collab group work requires three non negotiable elements. If a test questions asks about group work, make sure the answer has these. 1. Structure goals. They know exactly what they're making or solving. 2. Assign roles. Every student has a specific job, like a reporter, timekeeper, or recorder. 3. Individual accountability. Every single student is responsible for their own part of the grade. No hitchhiking on other kids' hard work. While they are working, how do you monitor them? Do you sit at your desk and grade papers? Absolutely not. You use what I like to call the bird method. You swoop in, purge by a group to check their learning and behavior, and then swoop to the next. You are in constant motion, scanning the room, catching behavior problems early using proximity, which just means standing near a student who is getting off task to gently guide them back. And when a student does break a rule, you would redirect the wrong behavior while teaching the right behavior. Don't just yell, "Stop talking!" Instead, redirect and teach and say, "We're working quietly right now. You can share your answer when I call on your group." Stop the bad, show the good. Rules, consequences, and consistency. This is critical. All right, let's talk about setting up the classroom rules. Here is a secret that surprises a lot of people. Sometimes students have higher expectations on themselves and their peers than their teachers do. Because of this, the exam loves it when you involve students in developing classroom rules. During the first week, ask them what rules they need to feel safe and successful. Agree on 3 to 5 core rules, write them together, and post them. They will take ownership of them because they helped build them. Let's talk about behavior management. Clear consequences and consistent. But rules are useless without the twin pillars of behavior management, which are the following. First, clear consequences. These must be known before a rule is broken and they must be developmentally appropriate. Second, consistent enforcement. This is the holy grail of competency 006. Consistency means the same rule applies to every student, no favorites. It means the same consequence happens every time. No, I'll let it slide because I'm tired today. If you're consistent, students will test you constantly. If you are consistent, they will trust you, they will feel safe, and they will behave. Unfortunately, we aren't just trying to keep a classroom quiet. The long term goal of teaching ethical work habits like academic integrity, self monitoring, and conflict resolution is preparing students for the real world workforce. Here's a cheat code. Whew, that was a lot, but you're officially ready to crush this competency. If you get stuck on the test day, look at this quick reference card in your mind. First week of school, teach and practice routines. Group work, structure goals plus assign roles plus individual accountability. Adult folders, help me folder for volunteers, prior conversation for paraprofessionals. Behavior problems, clear expectations plus consistent enforcement. If you match your answer to those core principles, you're going to pass with flying colors. Don't forget to like and subscribe and drop a comment below letting me know which competency you want me to break down next. You got this, future teachers. See you next time.